glad to be here. Welcome to Norwescon. And we've got a great Masquerade lineup for you. We got this microphone live? Good. All right. So, I think that the first thing we want to do, we want to introduce our judges. No, we want to do KidCon first. Okay. So we're going to do KidCon. And you're going to be bringing me slips. By the way, the joke output for this year's Norwescon was mighty low. So, I believe that there are pieces of paper that are available for those of you who think that they have something funny to say. And we would love it if you would scribble down something and pass it up. And if it's clean and funny, I will say it. But if it's funny but not clean, I'll save it for later. A sample of what we got this year. A guy walks into a bar, then another guy walks into the bar, which is odd since he should have ducked. Unless you want to hear more of this, it's okay with me, you know? Okay, good. We're here. Okay. Ready? All right. And so we're here at KidCon. And I think we're ready to get going, right? Okay, our first contestant is Rhiannon Power with Robin Hood. The costumers of tomorrow. I love it. Our second contestant is Kelly D. Forbes. Okay, Kelly D. Forbes with a Victorian Dreamer. And our next contestant is Will Schofield with Wolverine. Will Schofield, Wolverine. Okay. And we have 3 children, Jessica, Martin, and Shelby, with Fantasies of the Past. Fantasies of the Past. And last, we have Pamela and Nicole Wickers, okay, with Fairy Princess Ballerina and Butterfly Princess. And here are the kids again. Make sure to give them all a wonderful hand. They will receive their awards later on. After juice and a nap. They're all winners. right. So, I would like to introduce our judges this evening. In the juniors and novices category, our first judge is Richard Wright. Richard is an active science fiction convention organizer. He's been a Norwescon staff member longer than anyone can remember and is currently the director of the Philip K. Dick Awards for Norwescon. He's the chairman of WesterCon 46 and is working to bring WesterCon 50 to Seattle in 1997. He's also involved in the bid to bring the WorldCon to Seattle in 2002. A longtime costumer and art collector, Rich has been a Masquerade judge for Norwescon and other area conventions on many occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Our next judge is Orion Gorshkov. Okay. Orion Gorshkov has been a merchant and costumer at both science fiction conventions and the SCA circuit for 13 years. Last fall, she and two partners opened Orion at Twilight, a metaphysical book and gift store in historic downtown Everett, Washington. Orion Gorshkov. All right. And next, Richard Stevens. Richard is a Master Division costumer, DreamCon's Masquerade director. The Beyond Reality Costumers Guild Vice President for Neon, and one of the most creative costumers in the Puget Sound area. Richard is one of our workmanship judges tonight. Yes! All right. Judges set 2, Journeymen and Masters. First we have Damien Willick. Damien is a popular local artist with an international reputation. A talented costumer, founder of the Seattle Knights of the TFA. See him Sunday at 1 p.m. in Cascade 5, Seattle Knights, founder TFA. Damien has judged many masquerades in the Puget Sound area. Okay. And next we have Carl Martin. Carl works for Amblin Entertainment as an art director, designer, and animator. He's worked on Star Trek Generations, DS9, and Star Trek The Next Generation. And next we have Betty Bigelow. Artist, dancer, singer, masterclass costumer, and Klingon. Betty is a workmanship and performance judge for us tonight. How you doing? Last but not least, we have Paula Christ. Masterclass costumer, won in 1993 Best in Show Workmanship at WorldCon, won Best Master Recreation WorldCon, costumer for 20 plus years, has won multiple Best of Show and many other awards. Paula's working as workmanship judge tonight. Oh, for your sake, I hope you are initiating a mating ritual. Oh, okay. I'm not that married. No, just kidding, Tony. I keep forgetting I brought her here this year. All right. Okay. In the master category, number 1. Okay. X-Files. Ladies and gentlemen, a sneak preview of next season's opener for the X-Files. Within the first 30 seconds, Scully and Mulder have dropped their guns, lost their flashlights, and been knocked unconscious. right, that's X-Files. Randy Gordon, Garth Stubbs, and Kat Kinney, designed and constructed by Garth Stubbs. Next, in the novice category, number 2, An Offering to the Dragon. Pleased with his offerings, the dragon consumes the maiden, and the two become one. An Offering to the Dragon, designed, constructed, and modeled by Pam Hinchell of Vancouver, Canada. Inspired by Dragon Slayer and Rospo Polenberg's Le Mort d'Arthur. Next, in the novice category, number 3. A Bad Hair Day in Lankhmar. On one of his many adventures through Lankhmar, the Grey Mouser irritated a powerful wizard by stealing a spell component. Today, that wizard got his revenge. Anyone got any mice? A Bad Hair Day in Lankhmar, designed, constructed, and modeled by Beth Fellows, costume source Fritz Leiber and her boyfriend's twisted imagination. Next, in the Journeyman category, number 4.
The Reapers, Mr. and Mrs. Grimm.
And just where do you think you're going?
Well,
The back lawns a mile high, the cars needed oil for 3 weeks, and where are you? Always with you at some war or pestilence.
But dear, I am death.
Don't start. Just haul your bony butt back home. And I don't want you hanging out with that Bill or Ted anymore either.
Of course not, dear. Never.
The Reapers. It's David and Kiri Doring doing an original. Novice category, number 5. A Great Unknown. We now present for you A Great Unknown. Someone we all wish we could be at least once in our life. A someone everyone loves. One who is willing to speak out against falsehoods and stand up for truth. Voicing things everyone else only dares to think. One who speaks for all minds, fools and heroes alike. So let's give a warm round of applause to Anonymous. A Great Unknown. Designed, constructed, and modeled by Laura Blackman. In the non-competitive category, number 6. Runners on Parade. straight from Dagger Island, volunteer runners on parade. All daggers report to teen services. Runners on Parade, costume source Sequest, designed by Heidi Rutzel and Prudence Bonus, modeled by Prudence Bonus, Jess Simpson, Dan, Becky, Heidi Rutzel, and Melissa Gordon. Next, in the Journeyman category, number 7, Count Orloff. As depicted in the miniseries Young Catherine. Costume construction began by watching the program on TV while making sketches and taking notes. The next step was drafting the pattern, followed by cutting, sewing, and fitting. The most difficult part of construction was finding enough buttons in the correct shapes and sizes. Count Orloff from the miniseries Young Catherine, designed, constructed, and modeled by Joanne Foster. Next, in the novice category, number 8. In a time long forgotten, there was the Dragon Mage. Dragon Mage, designed, constructed, and modeled by Ken Dowsland. Costume source, fantasy in general. Master category, number 9. We now interrupt your regularly scheduled Saturday morning violence.
In today's episode, Lord Jed germinates yet another evil scheme.
Ski-daddle on down there and destroy them varmints. Y'all come back now. You hear? I'm the Garden Weasel, and I'll wreck the Seattle Arboretum.
Oh no. Another monster based on farm implements. Who can stop this evil menace?
Red Rose! Black Orchid!
Bluebell!
Violet!
Tiger Lily!
And like Passion Flower.
It's the mighty Morphin Flower Arrangers!
I have the power! There can be only one?
Snap out of it, you're ruining our skit.
What are you?
I'm the Garden Weasel. Prepare to be plowed.
My goodness, me first, honey. No, me!
Get him!
Deal with this, seedlings.
That's the worst breath I've ever smelled.
He must be a gamer.
So what do we do now?
Roll a 20-sided die for damage.
Good thinking, blue balls.
Bell, Blue Bell.
Okay, Arrangers, time to pollinate.
You saps. You're all a bunch of bloomin' idiots.
Love conquers all, Weasel Buds. Flower power! Donate to the Church of Sun Young Moon.
Back off. Our colors are clashing.
This bud's for you, creep.
Whack that weasel.
Ah, I'm melting! I'm melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! Game over, man.
Rooting out trouble wherever it sprouts. The Mighty Morphin Flower Arrangers triumph once more over insipid juvenile humor. But danger lurks everywhere. The Flower Arrangers. They ain't no pansies.
The mighty, more fun flower arrangers, inspired by, well, obviously. Constructed and designed by Team Effort, modeled by Steve Greenfield, Kim Knapp, Robin Meadows, Laurel Parshall, Margaret Richardson, Dave Tackett, and Andrew Wilson as the Weasel. Special thanks to Keith Johnson. Novice category number 10.
How you doing, Hal?
Have you been doing some more work?
Nothing serious, Hal.
Are you quite sure?
Nothing to worry about, Hal. Just a few additional subtractional problems.
I'm sorry, Dave. I don't have enough information.
We've detected a few errors. That's all, Hal.
The 9000 series is the most reliable computer ever made. No 9000 computer has ever made a mistake or distorted information. We are all, by any practical definition of the words, foolproof and incapable of error.
It's just something we're checking. There might be a recall.
Are you quite sure?
Yeah.
It can only be attributable to human error. This sort of thing has cropped up before, and it has always been done.
Dave and Hal from 2001. Designed, constructed, and modeled by Brian Dahlheim and Teresa Smith. In the Journeyman category, number 11. There is something waiting in the dark, a thing that exists in the darkness between victory or defeat. This spawn of darkness knows no fear, but that lies within the deepest abyss of man's very soul. This wraith is known to many as the Door Guardian. The Door Guardian. This is an original design, designed, constructed, and modeled by David Perkle. All right. So let's take a look and see what's passing for jokes this year. No, I'm not going to do Super Chicken again. Let's see, the 5 occupational hazards above the Starship Enterprise. 5, you beam down to the planet's surface and your pants fail to materialize. 4, your phaser fires in your pants pocket. You get third-degree burns from kissing an alien with a temperature of 350 degrees. Oh my goodness. A Vulcan neck pinch causes impotency. And third and last, getting your head caught in the replicator. Stop me before I tell more, please. Okay, are we ready? All right. The novice category, number 12, Tank Girl. Tank Girl, the heartwarming story of a girl and her tank. She leads a revolt against the evil Department of Water and Power in post-apocalyptic Australia. Say, why do all post-apocalyptic movies seem to set in Australia? She's defeated the bad guys and secured water for the free world. Her makeup is impeccable. Tank Girl, it's Foster time. Tank Girl, from the comic book and movie, designed by Jamie Hewlett and Alan Martin of Dark Horse Comics, and Ariane Phillips from the movie, constructed by Donna and Martin Metz, and modeled by Donna Metz. In the novice category, number 13. Anubis Now. Anubis, god of mummification, keeper of secrets, opener of the way, has come down to offer up a challenge to you. With Nephthys, the dark twin of Isis, goddess of the underworld, they bring the goddess Ma'at's feather of truth to weigh against your human hearts. If your heart weighs heavy, the underworld may be yours. If the feather weighs heavy, your soul will be devoured. How will your heart weigh? Anubis Now, from Egyptian mythology, designed by Catherine Lynch and Jennifer Early. In the journeyman category, number 14. And now, from Space Station, Washington, we now present This Isn't Kansas, Toto.
Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Lions, Wizard of Oz. Here he is, the Wizard of Wiz, if ever a Wiz there was. If ever a Wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
The Wizard of Oz gives us This Isn't Kansas, Toto, designed by Sondon Special Effects, constructed by Dan O'Brien and Julia Clayton, modeled by Dan O'Brien, Jeff Reed, Julia Clayton, and Joanne Sphinx. In the novice category, number 15, The Dragon Emissary. The Dragon Emissary, designed, constructed, and modeled by Mimi Noyes. In the novice category, number 16. A most vicious crime is occurring in Seattle. The perpetrator has visited before. Thus, history is repeating itself once again. He could be your neighbor, your co-worker, your brother. If you attended the 5 p.m. panel in Cascade 3, you'll know about him. Move over, Charles Manson. Move over, Hillside Strangler. Move over, Jeffrey Dahmer. Here comes the real serial killer. A serial killer. Costume source, Trent Lum's Closet, designed by his twisted sense of humor. Next, in the Journeyman category, number 17, A Day at Court of the Dragon King. All behold the glory of the dragon, and bear witness to these proceedings. All bow to the mother of the unborn Dragon King. Presenting the red eagle of Aten and the golden lion of Chama as they swear fealty to the unborn king. On behalf of the future king, his mother accepts. Banners and tabards by Joseph Hill. Mother's gown created and worn by Rena Stone. Modeled by Joseph Hill, James Wisniewski. A Day at Court of the Dragon King. In the novice category, number 18, The Choice. Make an informed choice. Choice, designed by inspiration of the Holy Spirit, constructed by Brian and Trina Chris, modeled by Jeff Rotvold, Cress Nidell, Jay Fosberg, Natasha Jenkins, Trina Kavanaugh, Brandon Carver, and Rick Martin. They are in the non-competitor category. In the novice category, number 19. In the fast-paced world of high finance and corporate takeovers, a new breed of executive has emerged from the concrete jungle. A headhunter out to snare big game, he is the icon of the business world. Going for the kill is second nature to the corporate predator. The corporate predator. Source: Media and Film, designed, constructed, and modeled by Deborah Roberts. Master category, number 20. The only difference between men and boys. That's the only difference. It's the only difference between men and boys. That was Mike Dale, Keith Arbuthnot, and Mark Hansen from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Yes, somebody actually wears that thing. All right, that was our last costume. Okay, the judges are going to be leaving. Okay. And our halftime entertainment will be getting into place. How many ears does Mr. Spock have? 3. A left ear, a right ear, and a final front ear. Let's see, as we've heard about the new S&M death penalty, it says bungee hangings. All right. Who wants to hear Super Chicken? Let me gird up my loins now like a bird. I would like to now present to you the Super Chicken theme song. Thank you. If you find yourself in danger and you're threatened by a stranger and it looks like you will take a licking, there is someone waiting who will hurry up and rescue you. Just call for Super Chicken. Fred, if you're afraid, you'll have to overlook it. Besides, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. He will drink a super sauce and throw the bad guys for our losses. He will bring them in alive and kicking. There is one thing you must learn when there is no one else to turn to. Call for Super Chicken. Call for Super Chicken. And for those of you who don't know the full story, I was at the comedy club in Los Angeles one night watching Robin Williams perform, doing a sneak performance. And he asked the audience if anybody out there knew the Super Chicken theme song. And I was stupid enough to volunteer. And after singing it, he looked at me and said, "Well, no room for any useful information in that brain." Okay, we've got some hall costumes now. Hall Costume Awards. Okay. This. Any sufficiently complicated card game is indistinguishable from magic. Okay, do we have our hall costume? Okay, good. All right. Norwescon hall costume presentations. Our first is Lady Anita Taylor in a Georgian court dress. Next, we have Richard Streel in Richard Sterrell in Prince Ka leisure wear. Lisa Von Every, Asia the Invincible, something for you Hong Kong film fans. Kathleen Greco, Diamond Mask. Pamela Todd, Lois Woodard, and Sheila Todd, Sisters of the Web of Life, Earth, Sun, and Moon. Chris Wahlberg, the Sun Djinn. Andrea Rasko, Kwalik, Security Chief, Kwilek. Klingon. Bruce Houston, Bray Oth, Klingon Merchant. Joanne Foster, Captain Joanova from Babylon 4.5. Sarah Norberg, fresh from the grave. Jim Taylor, 12th century Daggett tunic. And finally, Julia Taylor, a 14th century noblewoman. Okay, so we're just about ready for our halftime entertainment. So I'd like to hand the mic over to Keith Johnson, our second. Okay, I believe that our judges have returned, and good, and we're ready to make some announcements of varying and sundry awards. So, what do we have coming up first? All right. Are we going to do someone's going to do the hall costume award first? Okay. I believe that first we have the Hall Costume Award. Who is scheduled to come up here and do that? You are, yes. We have the certificate. Okay, Robbie Dyer is going to be presenting the Hall Costume Award. Robbie?
Hi. This has been a wonderful convention for hall costumes. We've had some really phenomenal things floating through the halls. And for all of you, yes, some of them were really phenomenal. For all of you who had hall costumes, y'all done good. Now, we have an award that we give for one hall costume. What we are trying to do with the award is two things. One is recognize excellence in costuming, and the other is to add some support and some encouragement for some of the newer costumers who have not done a lot of costuming in the past. Okay. So, would Bruce Houston come up, please? is the first costume this man has ever made. His award includes a one-year membership in the Costumers Guild. We need more people like this. We need lots of good costumers. You're all out there. Come on in and join the guild and mix with some of your buddies that do that kind of stuff too.
All right. Now, are we ready? Good. All right. Now, it's the Judge's Choice Award. The first Judge's Choice Award is for Best Use of Color. Number 1 is in 15, The Dragon Emissary. Mimi Noise, The Dragon Emissary. Okay. Judge's Choice Award number 2 for Best Puppetry is in 8, The Dragon Maid. Ken Dowsland. Judge's Choice Award number 3 for Best Presentation, NC 18, The Choice. Chris Nadell, Jay Fosberg, Natasha Jenkins, Trina Kavanaugh, Brandon Carver, and Rick Martin. Number 4 for Best Recreation, J7, Count Orlov. Recreation. Sorry about that. That's Joanne Foster. Okay. Number 5, Best Concept and Transition Augmentation into An Offering to the Dragon. That's Pam Henschel. Number 6, Best Humor and Parasol. The Mighty More Fun Flower Arrangers. Steve Grinfield, Kim Knapp, Robin Meadows, Laurel Parshall, Margaret Richardson, Dave Tackett, and Andrew Wilson as the Weasel. The special thanks to Keith Johnson. Okay. And Judge's Choice number 7 for Best Use of Home Materials, M1, The X-Files. That's Garth Stubbs, Randy Gordon, and Kat Kinney. Right. Let's give him a hand. All right. Now we have the novice category. In second place, we have, let's see, wait for a moment, please. Okay. All right. In novice second place, we have in 13, Anubis Now. It's Catherine Lynch and Jennifer Early. And novice first place, in 19, The Corporate Predator. That's Deborah Roberts. Corporate Predator. Okay. Journeyman's category. Journeyman's second place is J7 Count Orloff. That's Joanne Foster, Count Orloff. Journeyman first place, J11, The Door Guardian. David Perkel, The Door Guardian. All right. We're now into the Masters category. In second place, we have M9, the mighty, more fun flower arrangers. Yeah, it's Stephen Greenfield, Kim Knapp, Robin Meadows, Laurel Parshell, Margaret Richardson, Dave Tackett, Andrew Wilson as the Weasel, and special thanks to Keith Johnson. And Master, first place, M20.
We don't know who this is going to be.
The only difference between men and boys. Mike Dale, Keith Arbonot, and Mark Hansen from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And Tim Hamill. Okay, great. Jesus, that's fun. All right. Now, we have workmanship awards. Okay, workmanship awarded for foam sculpting, J11, The Door Guardian. David Perkel. Should I say these before I do best of show? The honorable mentions. Should best of show be last?
Should we do best of show at the very end?
Okay, do we want to do honorable mentions for workmanship before we do best of show?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. We have some honorable mentions for workmanship. In 19, Anubis. What?
We have two major awards.
I know, but I thought we'd leave best of show for last. Form sculpting door gardening?
Workmanship.
Here, those are both the same thing. Those are both the same thing. That's the big one.
Okay. Yeah, but they're two separate awards.
Okay.
Let's bring them up quick.
Fine. All right. And we have a workmanship award for best mixed media. That's the only difference between men and boys again. The bat. Okay. And that's artistry for the bat. That's it. Best mixed media and artistry for the bat. We got the bat. Where's our bat? Yes, good. Okay. Let's do the honorable mentions. Okay. So we're going to do the honorable mentions, and then we will do best in show. Okay? So our honorable mentions, we have N13 Anubis for art and mask work. Okay. We have N19, the Corporate Predator, best use of latex molding. We have J17, A Day at the Court of the Dragon King, best use of embroidery. Those are our honorable mentions. And we have one last award. For best in show. SAWT 9503-5, the only difference between men and boys. Mike Dale, Keith Armanot, Mark Hansen, and Tim Hamill. I'd like to have Rick Bly come up to say some things about our volunteers.
Okay, last year we instituted an award for volunteers in the Masquerade. It's the first time we've ever done it. We got permission to do it at the last minute, so it wasn't named. We didn't have anything official, and the person who awarded it was given a free membership to this year's convention, but she never received her award. So can I have Mindy Sherwood-Lewis, my backstage manager, please? Now what we've done is we've created a perpetual award. It's good for the next 20 years and enough space on it for 20 years of Masquerade Volunteer Best in Shows. This is the Golden Mask. Now, Mindy only gets to keep it for one day because we have to give it to somebody else tomorrow. That's why I wanted her to have this tonight in front of all of you. Okay, Steve. We're all done.
All right. Oh, boy. Norwescon 18. It's time to make some acknowledgments. I'd first and foremost like to thank the costumers for sharing their work with us. Let's give them another hand, all of them. I'd like to thank the judges for sharing their expertise with us. The tech crew and lights headed by Paul Woken. Sound with Keith Johnson.
Who?
Thank you, Keith.
Who? I'm not here.
Video, Russ Rutzel. Stage managers, Tony Ferrucci, assisted by Peg Brewer. Stage ninjas, headed by Cal Malone. Our backstage crew, headed by Mindy Sherwood Lewis. Ushers, headed by Vicky Bly. The MC's assistant, Beth Dawkins. Photography, Tom Walls. Where are you, Tom? Okay. Our assistant director, Vicky Bly. Our masquerade director, Rick Bly. And I'd like to thank you once again for participating in this and having it be a wonderful thing, and for welcoming me once again to Norwescon. I love you all. I'm Steve Barnes.
A hand for Steve Barnes.
I want to have Rick and Vicky take the stage. Center stage, please, Rick and Vicky. Ladies and gentlemen of the Masquerade, hello these many years, these past 5 years, you have enjoyed the efforts of these two folks, Rick and Vicky Bly. This year is their last year with the Norwescon Masquerade. They are retiring to pursue other pursuits. And I wanted you to give them one last rousing send-off for all their years of hard work. Let's go!